wonderful friend with me today. Hello, everybody. Hello, my friends. Today we are talking about creation. And in creation, we need to go enjoy it. That's what God intended. So when we go outside and we look at all the beautiful things God has given us in nature, we will remember how great God is and how much God loves us and the earth. Now, Ahmed loves paths. He loves to walk and walk and walk for 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And Ahmed would like all of you to go outside, find a park or a trail in Plano or Wiley or Frisco where you live, and go for a walk and collect all the wonderful things that you see so you can make an art project with Miss Amy. Okay? Miss Amy gonna show you how, and then we are going to do it. Okay? All right. Love you. Bye-bye. See you on the path. Hello, my friends. I am so excited to see you today. I have a wonderful friend with me today. Hello, everybody. This is Miss Becky. And maybe some of you have seen her here at church. And especially when it is time for God's work, our hands, she is in charge of that and to make sure that everybody gets to participate. But today, I'm going to ask her about some things that you can do to help God's earth. Now, Miss Becky, I'd like to know your favorite thing about creation.
My favorite thing is probably mountains.
Do you climb them like a mountain goat, or do you get driven up like a camel?
No, I'm hardcore. I walk up. But that doesn't happen here in Texas, does
No,
it?
it's very, very flat, very much like a desert here. And camels do very well in Texas, but not in the mountains. We can't breathe. It's like,
Yeah.
but mountains are very, very, very pretty. Okay, so I was told that in the Bible, God said to Adam and Eve, go and take care of my earth and work very, very, very hard. How do you work hard for the earth?
Well, there's lots of things that we can do, but I want to say something. In the Bible, it says that we should be stewards of the earth. Do you know what stewards are?
Stewards. No, tell me.
Okay, so a steward is someone who kind of manages things or takes care of things. And God said that we need to be stewards of the earth. We need to protect it and take care of it, because really we are just borrowing the earth. We need to take care of it so that future people can enjoy everything that we were given.
Oh, I think camels could be very good stewards of the earth. I think children can be very good stewards of the earth. It sounds like.
Yeah, everybody can, but yeah, kids have a big role in being good stewards of the earth.
So I drink a lot of water. And sometimes my water is very, very dirty and muddy, and I have to drink it anyway. Can you tell us a few things that help us to make the water clean, and the mountains clean, and the air clean, and the earth beautiful for everybody?
Okay, well, we don't have enough time for all of that, but
camels like everything. They can do everything. One thing.
Okay. Well, one thing relating to water is, one thing we can do is try to avoid bottled water and drink water out of our own reusable water bottles. And,
I can't drink a water bottle. It's not enough water. I have to drink out of a hose.
Yeah. You need a big old tank of water.
I do. Yes, I do.
And that would be expensive if you had to buy the
Oh,
water.
yes, and then there would be all this waste, the plastic bottles all over the place.
Yep. Plastic is a big problem, and that's one of the biggest problems with plastic water bottles, is that all of the plastic that has ever been made is still in the environment. It doesn't go away.
Oh.
And so that's a problem.
That
But
is a problem.
yeah, so if you drink water out of your reusable water container when you go to school or when you go to sports,
Oh,
then
yes.
you are taking care of God's creation
Oh,
because
that's
you're not
very good.
wasting. Yeah.
And I think at schools now they have places to fill your water bottle.
Yep. Hydration stations.
Oh, hydration station. Oh, I like that it rhymes.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, but we were talking about water. Another thing to do to preserve our water is to not litter.
Oh, I hate litter.
I know.
Litter is bad.
It is. And, if you see litter in the streets or on the parking lot and there's a big rainstorm, all of that water goes into the sewer system or into the drainage culverts, and it doesn't get sorted out. It just goes straight into the creeks.
So then you're swimming and wading in trash?
Yeah, and
Oh.
a lot of it is plastic. But do you know what the number one most littered item is?
What?
Cigarette butts.
Oh, yep.
I don't know if I can say butts in church. But
You
I just
can say
did.
butts. I have butts. Children have butts. Cigarettes have butts.
Cigarettes
It's okay.
have butts, but cigarette butts are
Yes.
bad. And you know why?
Why?
So there's two big reasons. One is in a cigarette, when there's a lot of chemicals in it. And in the cigarette butt is this filter. And the
Yes.
filter is supposed to hold some of those bad things in it so that when people are smoking, it doesn't get in their lungs.
Yes.
So that means these filters have all the bad stuff in it.
Oh.
And these filters are made of plastic.
Oh.
Little itty bitty tiny strands of plastic.
Oh, no.
And so when those are littered and eventually end up in the creek and then off into the ocean, you have lots of little bits of plastic with
Oh.
lots of toxins in it.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
Toxins are very bad.
Yep, it pollutes our water.
When I go to Egypt, everybody smokes and everybody tosses their cigarettes. They don't have rules about littering like they do here in Texas. I think it says don't mess with Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
Yes,
That
a
is
very
right.
good law. Very
Yes.
good law.
Yes, but anyway, so I know you don't smoke.
No.
I know you don't smoke, but you might know people who smoke. So you need to remind them to take care of God's earth and not throw their butts out.
Oh yeah, no butts
Yeah.
out.
No, keep your butt out.
Keep your butt out. Keep your butt out.
That's right. So those are things. Another thing, since we're still talking about water indirectly, is being careful about how you use water.
Oh.
And one thing kids might be guilty of are long showers.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
camels can be take very long showers. They stand there and they let the water come over them, and they
Yeah.
stand and they play.
Yeah, well, and you have a lot of fur that you need to
Yes,
wash
but mostly I like to float my floaty toys in the bathtub.
too. Well, I can understand that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and then sometimes I let the water drain, and I put it back in, so my toys go floaty again.
Yeah. Well, I hope you don't do this every day.
No.
Maybe for special occasions.
Camels
but-
smell. They don't take showers very often. They smell very, very bad.
Okay, so that's a special occasion. for
Yes.
you. So, but for every day, when most people take a shower every day, although during the pandemic, I have to admit I haven't been. But I've been
Yeah.
saving water because I haven't been. But you can take shorter showers, and something we have at home is a little shower timer, and we can time ourselves and make sure that our shower isn't more than like 5 minutes long.
Okay.
Another thing you can do is you can get all wet and then turn the water off, and then when the water's off, that's when you suds up.
Oh,
And
you
then-
like to make a bath bubbles everywhere.
Yeah, make your bath bubbles with the water off.
Okay.
And then when you're ready to rinse off, then you turn the water back on. Just think of all the water that saves.
Oh, that would be very good.
Yeah, yeah. So that's something kids can do too. There's lots of things kids can do to save our earth.
I like those ideas.
Yep.
Those are very good ideas because camels love water, clean water. We need clean water. Is very important.
Very
And
true.
no plastic bottles, and save water in the shower, and
Yep.
no butts.
No, yeah, no butts for
I
sure.
like that, no butts.
So one thing though, since I'm going back to plastic now, let's just say you had a Gatorade and it was in a plastic bottle.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not like Gatorade is coming out of the faucet, right?
No.
Sometimes you're forced to drink something out of a plastic bottle, right?
Yes.
So then what? What do you do?
Well, I don't throw it on the ground.
Oh, that's good because that's litter and that's nasty. What we should do is recycle, right?
Oh yes, recycle.
Yeah.
Not throw in trash
No.
either. No, recycle.
Recycle, and that's something all of us can do too, is recycle. And at school, you probably have recycling bins at school. Even here at church,
Oh,
we have
I see them all
recycling
over this
bins.
place. Yes.
Yep. See, some of them are labeled, but you recycle it. And what's good about recycling? Why should we recycle?
Well, I think re and cycle means that it can go back and
Yep.
be made again.
Right.
And
You
so
don't-
that we're not using new stuff. We're
That's-
using old stuff to make it new.
That's right. We don't have to use
Oh.
new stuff and all of the energy it takes.
Oh, my brain is so
Oh,
smart. It's
I know.
getting me so healthy. I don't know what. I'm such a smart camel.
Yeah. So, for those times that you have to have a plastic bottle, make sure you recycle it. And
Okay.
you know what plastic bottles are recycled into?
No.
Well, there's lots of things. Every day there's new things, but fleece clothing, some of it. Fleece?
I have
And-
fleece. You want to pet my fleece?
Ooh.
Oh, but it's not plastic. It's hairy.
Yeah.
No plastic in there.
No. But also, I know there's a lot of the bottles that are recycled here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area are shipped to a factory in Alabama where
Oh.
they use that to make carpeting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who knew?
I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yep.
Sweet home Alabama. I love you.
Well, I guess that does tie into our love theme.
It does. I love to love.
Let's see. What else? What else should we talk
Well,
about?
I was thinking
Yeah.
that sometimes I like to use a straw
Oh,
because it helps me gurgle the water up, and then I can spit it back in the drink and make bubbles in my drink and my milk that my mommy make me drink. What do you think?
well, yeah, that's fun, especially when you have a crazy straw and it goes around
it goes
and around.
all the way
Yeah,
around
yeah.
and it zips up.
Yep. But again, we have a problem here.
Uh-oh.
What are most straws made out of?
Well, sometimes they're made out of paper, but mostly they're made out of plastic.
Plastic. Oh my goodness! And straws, those are called single-use plastics. So you use your straw, and it's not like you keep it again, right?
Oh no.
Yeah. You just throw it out. And straws are really small and really lightweight, and they can't be recycled.
Oh, I did not know this. I did not know.
And because they're lightweight, they fly around a lot, and
They
you find
do.
a lot of straws in our
Everywhere.
creeks, rivers, oceans. They're everywhere.
Oh.
So they're kind of a nasty problem.
Oh yes, I did not realize.
Yep.
I will not use my straw.
Yeah.
What should I
Now,
use?
most of us learned how to drink out of a cup a long time ago.
Yeah,
And
I like sippy cups.
a straw really isn't necessary. There,
Unless you want to spit it out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But some people have medical conditions and they have to use straws.
Yes.
So we can't completely get rid of them, but there are plastic straws. There are alternatives. But what we have in our house are very cool stainless steel straws. And these are super handy if you go to Sonic or happy hour.
Oh, I love Sonic happy hour.
Yeah, and you get a slush.
Oh.
These have a nice big hole. These are also the perfect size for drinking boba.
Oh, I like boba, and I like the slushies with the nerds in them, the candy nerds.
Yeah. So, if you think you have to have a straw, and you really do when you're drinking boba,
yes.
Please. And a Slurpee, you have to have straws.
Milkshake.
Yeah. So you have a steel straw like this, and you can reuse it over and over. And
like that.
You're not producing trash. So, yeah.
Wow.
Nifty.
We have learned so much today with you, Miss Becky. I'm so glad that you came by to talk to me and to share about how to recycle and how to not use plastic and all this good stuff.
I'm very happy.
Thank you very much. And if my children see you in the halls, they can say, "Hi, Miss Becky, I recycle."
That's right. And if you ever have any questions, please talk to me because I can probably help you out. So.
Oh, that sounds so wonderful. Okay, let's wave goodbye to our friends.
Bye, friends.
Goodbye, friends.
Ahmed, what are you doing to my picture?
Oh, Miss Amy, I'm so sorry. It smells so good. I liken the lichen because it's something that camels eat and something that deer eat, and it tastes so good. I very. Well, hello, my friends. It is Ahmed, Amen Ahmed the camel. I want to tell you something. This is my friend Miss Amy, and Miss Amy is going to show us something very, 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 very cool. But before she does that, I have to tell you something. Do you, Miss Amy, have a park near you where you go to walk yourself or maybe your dog, or I hope not your cat?
Yes, I have a park near me. It's called Big Lake Park, and we have a big creek going through it. It's a beautiful park.
Oh, are there trees?
There are many trees. There's some enormous trees called bodark trees.
Bodark, I like that.
Yes, and pecan trees.
I bet that you can see when you are on your walking that God is everywhere in nature. Do you see that?
I do see that. Such beautiful days recently with the sun shining and the sun sparkling off the water in the creek and the ducks and the birds coming and landing in the water and enjoying themselves.
You know, even when it is winter, you can see how God designed things very beautifully in nature, just like He designed you and you, Miss Amy. Let me tell you, when I go on a walk, I see rock, I see desert, I see rock, I see desert, I see rock, I see desert and more desert, and sometimes some water. But not very often. That's why I can drink water and hold it for 2 days. But it is always so beautiful the way the light hits the rock and the desert. And I know that here in Texas we have trees and grass, and I love to drive my car out into the ranch and see the cows, and we have beautiful nature. Let's enjoy nature together. Okay?
Okay, it's Miss Amy, and I'm going to show you how to make a nature picture with pieces of nature that you collect on maybe a walk or maybe when you go through your backyard. But I went to a walk at my neighborhood park and I found some really beautiful things in nature. One of the things I found was pieces of bark with lichen on it. It's so interesting. Lichen's actually a plant that grows. And you can see I also used seeds on it, and I used some different flowers that have dried. And I pre-planned my picture, and I did a cross with a heart in it to show God's love. After I did this picture, I used some of the other things I collected, and I did kind of a free-form star with this one, with an acorn and some leaves in it, and a thistle that had dried that I found in the park. Also, on this one, I did a flower, and those are with acorns. So these are 3 different ideas that you can use, but I'm sure you can come up with some of your own. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is find a piece of cardboard. Now, you may not have a piece of cardboard laying around the house, but you probably have a spiral notebook. I took the back off the spiral notebook. It was really easy. I just cut it off. Of course, you'll have to ask permission before you do that. Or maybe you have a small notebook and you could use the white side or the brown side. Or if you don't have that, maybe you have an old manila folder you could cut. So once you've cut that off, then you're going to walk to the park, and be sure and bring a bag so you can collect all your different items. There's so many interesting seeds and bark that you can find. Now, don't damage the plants. You want to find things that are dried and that are just laying around. But it does benefit you to go close to the trees where you can find the broken branches and the broken pieces of sticks, or maybe the lichen that have fallen off. And also there's acorns that you can use, and maybe some little pebbles that you can find. So you collect all those in your bag, and then you bring them home. Then you set up on a table, and you'll need some glue. And maybe you'll think of a design, and maybe you'll just glue as you go. So then you'll take the glue and you'll glue it on the piece of nature. You want to do a nice thick piece of amount of glue on this, because this is heavier and it'll take a while to glue it. And so you glue that down once you've come up with a design, or just without a design, just glue as you go. And this will take time to dry. Once you've glued everything, you'll want it to dry for several hours, maybe overnight. And so glue that on the paper, and you may have to check, because some of the things, like this stick, is just not gluing very well. So sometimes you have to put that aside and come up with something else that's nice and flat that you can put glue on that'll stick really well to the paper. And so that's what you're going to do. Oh, and here's a pebble. That was kind of fun to have on a piece of paper. That's what you do, and then when you look at this, you can be reminded of all the beauty in nature that God gave us. We're so lucky. We have such a beautiful world. Thank you, God, for all the beauty you've provided us. Now, you go out and you have a nice hike in the local park, and I hope you have fun doing your arts and crafts. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
And cut.